Last year, Americans gave real estate agents $87 billion. And for what exactly? I'm Tim, I'm a licensed real estate agent, and I'm going to say what most of us won't. You don't need us anymore. And today, I'm breaking down 5 bulletproof reasons why smart homeowners are choosing to sell their homes on their own and keep every dollar of their equity. Killer reason number 1. You get to keep tens of thousands of dollars in equity that's rightfully yours. On a typical home sale, commissions can easily run tens of thousands of dollars. And whether your house sells for $200,000 or up into the millions, there's a small fortune in real estate fees that comes straight out of your proceeds. When you sell for sale by owner, you instantly save tens of thousands that would normally go right into the lease payments of your agent's BMW. But by doing things the new way, this becomes money that stays with you and can fund whatever you want, whether it's a retirement fund, a college savings plan, or heck, I don't know, even a kitchen remodel of your next home. Think about how long it would take you to save up $30,000 just day after day. I don't know, months, maybe a year. Here, you're keeping it in one transaction simply by refusing to play by the same old tired rulebook. Killer reason number 2. Your house, your rules, your schedule. Hiring an agent isn't just hiring help. It's handing over control of what very well may be one of your most valuable assets to somebody who's also balancing a dozen other listings. Their goal, therefore, isn't necessarily always the very best price. Because of the way the system is set up, sometimes they are more focused on a fast turnover or a quicker commission than necessarily getting every penny for you. Now, as it relates to open houses, agents love them because hanging balloons and brewing coffee looks like hard work, but the real work, which is knocking on 50 doors or circle dialing every neighbor within 3 blocks, or even personally inviting neighbors who might know someone looking to buy, well, that's the invisible preparation that you can do that will truly fill an open house with buyers. And without it, you're just providing rent-free office space for an agent to sit around and eat the cookies that you bought. Now, showings do not get me started on the circus act that agents expect. Leave for 2 hours with 15 minutes notice. Hide every sign that you actually live there. Make your bed like it's a hotel. Take your dog to the park in the rain because Fluffy might distract your buyers. And if you let them, they will often end up treating your home like a museum instead of the place where you're trying to work and cook dinner and maybe help your kids with their homework. Now let's talk about pricing. When it comes to pricing, I've never seen so much hocus pocus in my life, short of when my mechanic tried explaining to my wife why an oil change suddenly requires replacing half the engine. It drives me insane when I see other agents pull numbers out of thin air, add their gut feeling to this, and then slap on a price because it feels reasonable and inoffensive to the seller. They would rather comfort their customers with a lie than offend them with the truth. And meanwhile, your house sits for months, carrying costs pile up like unpaid bills, and you're stuck in limbo wondering how long your life stays on hold while their whole pricing experiment fails. So here's the good news. When you sell your home yourself, you control everything. Showings happen around your plans. Pricing decisions are based on your goals and actual research. Negotiations happen directly without playing telephone tag through an intermediary whose incentives might not even align with yours. This is all about ensuring every decision serves your interests, not someone else's timeline. All right, killer reason number 3. The secret sauce isn't so secret anymore. You see, for decades, agents controlled one thing, and that was access to information. They had exclusive access of the MLS. They had an inside network that knew which homes sold for how much and how long it took. And that certainly did more to justify their fees than what we see today because, well, the internet came and really leveled the field almost completely. Today, you can pull up sold data, market trends, neighborhood comps on your phone in under a minute. You can actually see what's actually closed, not what was just listed. And I don't know, MLS access? It's not so exclusive anymore. For pennies on the dollar compared to a full-service brokerage, even a flat-fee MLS service will list your property on the local system that feeds Zillow, realtor.com, Redfin, and every other major site. So you walk away with pretty much the same exposure as any agent-listed property for a small fraction of the cost. Add in some professional photos for a few $100s, legal forms from a local attorney or a title company, and throw in a $50 lockbox, and you've just replaced the agent's toolkit for under $1,000. The reality here is the tools that once justified $30,000 in fees are now inexpensive, they're accessible, and they're relatively easy to use. The advantage that was once locked behind a license is patiently awaiting for you in your browser. Killer reason number 4. Point number 5, the rules to the game have changed legally. You see, back in 2024, a series of antitrust settlements restructured how agent commissions are handled across the U.S., which has led to the single biggest shift in the way modern real estate is transacted. See, under the old system, sellers were expected to sort of pre-offer payments to the agent representing the buyer, regardless of quality of performance. Among other things, this model kept commissions artificially high. So under the new rules, sellers are no longer required to offer that compensation through the MLS. So buyers now sign written agreements with their own agents and negotiate their fees directly. In plain English, the sellers aren't automatically on the hook for both sides of the transaction anymore. And that change gives you leverage. You can decide whether to offer a buyer agent fee, offer less, or offer none at all, depending on your market and the quality of the offer that the agent brought to you. This industry is a huge vessel. Now remember, the real estate industry is like a really, really big ship, so it turns more like a freighter than a speedboat. So these repercussions are still working their way throughout the entire system. But what's beyond debate is that this is a new era of transparency, and it shifts power back to the person who actually owns a property. And congratulations, if you're watching this, that's probably you. So if all of this sounds like a lot to manage, I want you to know that that's normal. Selling your home is one of the biggest transactions of your life, unless you're a Rockefeller or a Trump or whatever, in which case you're probably not watching this. But feeling cautious just means you're taking it seriously. So once you understand the steps and you use the tools that are now available, it is entirely doable and the payoff is so worth it. So if you found this video helpful, then I want you to check out this one right here, because it's going to expose all of the tricks that other agents are going to try to play on you. And I'm going to give you the best scripts to negotiate back like a pro.